Guys, I'm pretty sure it's been more than obvious. On the last few episodes, been less than motivated to work on this guy right here. I'm kind of thinking it's because it don't look real good, right? So in this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, we're going to do something about that. All right, guys. Hey, Chaz, Pugliese Speed Shop. And if you guys are into watching dudes struggle on crap box little Nissans, right now, go ahead and subscribe. You'll dig it. It's free, and I promise you, the struggle is constant. That being said, it doesn't look the best, right? Kind of noticed it. You got this little line right here, like where it's kind of the clear coat is done and whatnot, and up on the roof there, you got primer showing through. It's a 92. It's got 250,000 miles on it. I'm sure it was never garage kept, so that's going to happen, right? We've gone through all the mechanics on this thing, right? Clutch, slave cylinder, master cylinder, plugs, wires, cap, rotor, all of which was a giant pain in the ass because nothing went right. There's a Florida truck, but I think it was like stored in the water at some point or something. I don't know, man. Everything's corroded. Everything is just a struggle. So, all that being said, we got it running and driving good. Yeah. From what we know, right? Haven't driven it that much because it doesn't have tags. It's got some rust on the frame, and yada, 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 it goes on. But I just am not motivated to work on this thing. It's got wheels that just don't fit what I think should be on the truck. It just all the way around, right? So what we're thinking is we're gonna make it all one color and try and make it look clean. And there's a couple little dings, there's a couple little rust spots on the body, nothing at all to worry about. We'll talk about that later. So I did have another whole plan for this episode where I was going to cut the rust off on the frame, weld in new stuff, and make it safe. Figure it's probably a good idea. And then, then do what I'm about to do, which we're going to knock all this scale off of this thing, all this clear coat that's coming off. We're going to work on that. Then we're going to fill a little bit of dings. There's like 3 or 4 little dings. We'll take care of those. Make sure everything's good. Like I said, sand it nice. Shoot 1 coat of primer on this thing, or maybe 2 coats, whatever it needs. Probably 2, because we're going to go back to the gray primer over this red paint. And not just for coverage, you want it to actually protect a little bit, right? I ain't going any further with it. I'm not painting this thing. Not happening. Looking to get rid of it. So if you're interested in Nissan that the annoying stuff has actually been done, hit me up. And then send me for the next owner if he wants to run it in primer, which my motto, primer is finer, right? But to each their own. So we're going to start by going around this thing, fixing the little stuff that needs fixed before I get it outside, because I'm not trying to get dust and everything all over the shop. It's a beautiful Southern Maryland day, right? So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We'll talk about more as it comes along. All right, guys, you see I got the moldings ripped off around the wheel wells. I was going around this thing looking for dings and dents and whatnot, and then I figured yank this wire off. So, all right, we all know I am a far cry from an electrician, right? But that being said, These little guys right here, these butt connector, whatever these things are, make me nuts. Because you cut the wire, and you put that cut in the shielding here, and well, then you can't get it back in the loom, so it sits like this. We already know there's moisture under here, right? That can't be good. But he had to have a way to run his U-Haul high energy converter taillight thing down to his connector here. Yeah, I do not know what he towed with this thing, but oh, look at that. Well, whatever that's from the bumper, I think. Little whammo there, huh? I guess we'll probably straighten that out a little bit. Because, yep. We got the matching one here. That's how you know it's good. And, yeah, take some of this rust off. I'm about to start sanding it now. But, so I figured I'd give you guys a look at what's going on here. And there's got to be a better way to wire those things other than that. I mean, I get it. It's older technology. It's whatever. It's a Nissan Hardbody. But, yeah. In case you're wondering what the noise is, look at this. Actually got some work out of the kid over here, huh? Forget about it, right? Fire the old Le Mans up. It's got a flat tire with a little track there, but we haven't fired up in a long time. I'll tell you what. Fired up pretty good. And I might have found some of the tools I was looking for. So, not good tool control, guys. That's on me. But back to work on this guy. All right, guys, we've got some things happening around here. You know what I'm saying? Well, first off, we got some body filler, right? And a little bit up here and there, and a little bit down there. Pay no attention to all that rust that fell out. Just don't worry about that. Okay? What else we got? Took some of his little plates off there and there. And I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of stuff I don't want to take off because screws send a brake and all that kind of stuff anytime we touch this thing, right? But I think we're all right now. I started taking the mirrors off. It wasn't going well. Put it back together. So we're actually going to tape everything off and it'll look decent, right? It's just primer, like we said. Because this truck it is what it is, guys, right? So we're just trying to make it look clean. What else we got here? We straightened some things up. The bed right in there was all jacked up. We bent that back down. The tailgate was messed up on the ends. We fixed that. Right now what we're working on is this little whammo right here. Kind of hard to see on camera, but yeah, you can see it there. That little, well, it used to go, so it's coming out. It's almost good. And we got one little other one right there. And then we're gonna, yeah, we got some patchwork to do there too. However, that's gonna be another time. I'm just actually messing with this. See, I got some. This is how you know you're using your tools right, guys. Check it out. When you break your hammer, that's when you know you're doing things right. Maybe not. I don't know. We're just getting a little time for this stuff here to set up and dry so we can sand it. And then we're going to sand this thing down and shoot some primer on it. We'll get there eventually. So, if you guys follow the channel close, you realize things have gone terribly awry because it's Friday night and we don't have video out because I'm making it. These things happen, guys. Mainly when you don't plan correctly, which I'm going to take half a hit for that, all right? My plan for today's video was not to do any of this. This is what I was going to do over the weekend, and it was going to be next week's video. However, I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which was fix the rust on the frame. The reason I couldn't do it is because I couldn't get metal. The reason I couldn't get metal, partly my ignorance, and that's what I said, I'll take that. But we had a welding supply or metal place I thought I could go there and get it. They're like, commercial level stuff, so nope. Tried Tractor Supply, tried Lowe's, tried Ace, every other spot. We need to bring back the old hardware stores where you'd walk in, the guy was like 1,000 years old or whatever, been there since the beginning of time, knew where everything was on the shelf, and could get you whatever you freaking needed. That don't happen no more. I actually went to the one store. I walked into, I think it was Ace, and the guy said, "Yeah, our stuff sucks, man. You probably shouldn't even bother coming in here." Not the guy I would have hired to run my shop, but whatever. So the guy at Lowe's, I don't think he even realized he was at Lowe's. Yeah, you get it, right? So went and talked to Kevin. Actually, he came by today. Him and Michael dropped the Jeep off. Mike was using it. She bailed another one out, guys. Love it. But yeah, Kevin's like, "Hey, go over to this other place. You guys know I'm around a lot of Amish people. It's Amish owned. I didn't know about it. It is what it is, guys, He did. He passed it along. I'm going to try that tomorrow morning. Should be able to get what I need. So we'll knock that out. But it's my little rant for today, I guess, right? We need the little guys, the mom and pop joints. I say it all the time. And every time I go into one of those big stores, I remember why I say it all the time. All right. We're letting this set up a little bit. It's, Megan orders a pizza, so I'm going to go eat that. Then I'll be back to finish this thing up. And sorry, guys. We usually put them out Friday at 3 o'clock. You're going to have to get it Saturday morning, Like when you're kids, you watch the cartoons, like eating your breakfast cereal, Now you can watch this. Hope you like it. All right, guys. So we went and got something to eat. And now we're struggling to keep moving, right? But got all that wiring yanked out of this thing. And cleaned everything up there. Taped where it was cut, where you put those little connectors in. It cuts that. So taped those all up, put it back in loom. Taped the loom back up, all nice and clean. Then we kind of smacked over here a whole bunch of times with a hammer to, get those dents out of the bed. And fun fact, the broken hammer here worked really great to get in those little tight spots, So worked out. Then we had the matching dents here for the bumper. We beat them up there, and this one here needs a little schmucka filler, as Dan from Beauty Speed Shop would say. And then she'll be all set. And now I need to actually get up, stop laying here, and finish getting to work. Well, guys, we made it up. It was a bit of a struggle, but we got it done. All right. So we got some body work, got to sand down, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna work on that, and it's probably the most boring thing you can watch is me actually sand on some Bondo, right? So we're gonna end the video here. However, we're gonna keep working, like I said. So I'm gonna knock all that stuff down, and next week is when we'll be fully prepping this thing for a primer, right? We'll sand it down, we'll get it primed, we'll get it looking a million times better. But you got to be here next week to catch it. Plan on having it more done this episode, but it just didn't work out, guys. These things happen. What are you going to do, right? But you don't want to check it out because we're almost done with this thing. We got a little bit of stuff left to do, like I said. Some sand and primer. We'll do some trim work. We'll do all. It's going to look good. I straightened that bed out there. Show you guys how to put in a bed liner here for like about $100. That comes out amazing. I've done it a few times. Works out great. So make sure you check that out. And there's something in this big box back here also for this truck. So you probably want to check that out. If you've been watching this build, you're going to want to keep watching because all the aggravation and all that kind of stuff is about to, I don't want to say come to an end because we know better, but it's going to have a bunch of meaning now. because it's the last few things to put it all together, right? We've got all the crap. Stick around for the reward. At the same token, if you're tired of the old Hardbody here, Kevin just left you a little while ago and told me he was again. He always makes sure I know. But if that's the category you're in, still stick around because we're finally getting to the good part, right? The part everybody wants to see, the transformation, however you want to look at it, right? And then you're going to want to see what we bring in here next. It's not another Hardbody, I promise you. It's old, it's American. Well, both kind of like me, I guess. Maybe that's why I like it. I think you guys will too. So, till we do, make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.